All right, Mom. I'm trying to video and do this at the same time, so I can't promise it's going to be perfect. Now walk. Pull my belly button in to ask her to walk. Perfect. Life up, trot. Good girl. This is the way she gets a little crooked. Good girl. Belly button in to walk. So I'm asking her to walk with my body. Waiting for her to find it. Perfect. Perfect. And life up to trot. Good girl. So this is just a little Western saddle that we had here down next to the ring for one of the babies. Just has a nice big wide girth and it stays put and the pad's kind of big, so there's no pressure points here. And I just wanted to see, good girl, belly button in to stop. I just wanted to see how perfect, good girl. Licking her lips, that's awesome. How she was gonna be with something around her waist. I want you to go that way. Walk. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Life up, trot. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. That's the way. I wanted to see if she would be, sometimes the girth makes them more balanced. Good, belly button in to walk. Perfect. Life up to trot. Good girl. Good girl. There you go, belly button in to walk. Perfect, nice job. Life up to trot. Good girl. That's the way. That's the way. Belly button in to walk. Perfect. I'm gonna pull my belly button in to stop. Perfect. So you can see I'm not pulling on her. She still looks off a little bit, but that's squarer and wider behind. Like she's standing a little better. Good girl. Digestion turning on. Very nice. It's about time. I think Tommy started catching horses up to feed them, and she's just being as good as gold. Nice job. The saddle's not super tight. You wouldn't ride with it that tight, or that much, but it's plenty snug, so it's going to stay there. Good girl. And this feels really nice and peaceful. She's present, licking her lips. This is really good. It's really good. It's going to give her a chance. Look how square we are. This is nice. It's going to give her a chance and see if she wanted to yawn. It may take her a second here to yawn. But overall, she's doing really well. And I tried to outline that on the last little video. But we've been doing playground of safety. She's done a lot of playground of safety because in playground of safety, she kind of comes out here and walks 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 and walks. So we needed to do it long enough. Good job licking your lips. We needed to do playground of safety long enough that she got where she would cycle, where she could stop and process and then walk. She started offering a little bit of going both ways. She tends to just want to go one way. I next went to some I Spy stuff, and she was a little slow at first to do that, but that's gotten a little better. She looks for it. She at first wanted to do a lot of drive-bys. The idea of stopping, because it's my idea, has been a bit of a challenge. She would prefer to just sort of walk slowly all the time. But we got doing some good I Spy. She is now up to doing belly button connection circles where I life up in my body, life up in my belly button. She goes trot, I crunch it, she'll do downward transition to the walk, I'll really crunch it, keep my feet still. She's finding stop. I back up or pull my belly button in. I can get her to come in, then point my belly button the other way, change direction. So that's going really nicely. When she first starts, especially going to the left, she kind of wants to kick out and says a little bit of, you don't tell me what to do. But we get past that really pretty nicely and easily. We then moved up to the driving lines where I'll tie a lead rope around her middle, not tight, just enough that it'll stay put and keep the lines up off the ground, hook the lines to the halter, and she will walk, trot, stop, back on the driving lines now. We started out with 3 lines so that I could stop her if I needed to, if we got into trouble. She really did pretty well. And we're now no safety net 3rd line. She's able to walk and trot and change directions and everything with just the 2 lines, without the other line. She is working on loosening up all these parts of her body. So sometimes when we first start out trotting, she'll trip a little in front and maybe we'll trip a little behind. She kind of kinks in different places, but I think that's very consistent for a horse that hasn't been ridden a bunch off the racetrack. They just get a lot of, this is my space, you need to stay over there. They just get a lot of braces in their body that they've got to let go of. So one of the things I said in that last video was, we don't want to get on her until she's strong enough that she has really consistent gaits on her own, because sometimes when horses start doing tripping and things, they will jump up and buck and kick because they don't like losing their balance, and they'll kind of blame that on the rider. So I would rather that she's balanced on her own before we add a person. But overall, I feel like she's doing really great. We've made a lot of progress in a week. She's just a lovely horse, really lovely horse. All is well. So I hope this finds you well and you're excited to see your girl. And I guess I should apologize for not doing a bunch of brushing. We haven't been doing a bunch of grooming. Time is better spent doing this kind of training rather than standing in the barn brushing. So once we get where we are, we're in the saddle, we're getting ready to ride, of course she'll get more brushed. Right now she's coming out of her turnout and straight into the ring, so she's not getting hugely clean, but I feel like everything's on the up and up. She's progressing. Say hi, Mom. Have a great day. Bye.